Well, this side Tapan ki aaj welcome to our hacker vlog. Today in this video, we are going to cover Nmap in a more detailed way with some kind of a lab practices. Okay, so I really want to thank you all our subscribers, those who have appreciated our last video and requested us to continue with this series of Nmap. So definitely we will bring more videos on Nmap so that you will be able to learn more about Nmap and why we use this tool as a network scanning tool. And you know that Nmap is one of the best tool that we have for the network scanning and identifying number of open ports, as well as we use this to identify the vulnerabilities which is present within the network. So in order to test this tool properly, in order to use this tool properly, you need some kind of a setup. So first of all, let's talk about the setup. And like, if you like the video, please don't forget to hit a like button, as well as kindly also subscribe our channel so that you will get these type of videos on a regular basis. On a weekly basis, we will try to upload 2 or 3 videos so that you will learn it, and it's more on a practical basis, so that it will be much easier for you as well to understand the practicals. We will share more on a industry based expertise into the tools, why we use these tools and where this tool fails, and in the fail condition what we need to do. Okay, so let's start the video. Okay, so right now I'm using our Kali Linux 2023.3 version. You can also use the latest version, no issues about that. Also with this, we are using a Metaexploitable 2. Metaexploitable 2 is a buggy operating system which you need to use, so that you can, when you run anything, let's suppose when you run any commands by using an Nmap, so that particular exploitable machine will give you a response. It's really important in the starting phase. You have to take a target which is much easier to exploit, which also gives you a response. When you directly go on a internet and when you tries to attack on a live IP, it might be possible that on a very first time you will not get any bugs, you will not get any open ports. Might be possible there will be a firewall, so in that condition you will not be able to get a proper response. So I always request to all our subscribers to start with a buggy operating system, buggy web application. So right now we are using a Metaexploitable 2. Here you can see the interface. If you will tell me in the comment box how to install this Metaexploitable 2 on a virtual machine, I will create a separate video of it, so that you understand you understand how we create an entire lab for performing our network testing task. Right now here in the starting phase, here you can see it is asking for the username and a password. So by default, username and password of this Metaexploitable 2 is MSF admin without any space, with a small one. Okay, when you type enter, it will ask you for the password. Okay, when you again you need to type the same thing, MSF admin, but in this time you will not see the password. Okay, just because of security. When you press enter, you can see this dollar sign. Are you able to see this? This is a dollar sign, so which means you are inside the Metaexploitable 2 machine. Now you can run any of the command line commands like ifconfig or whatever you want. Okay, so right now first of all we need to identify what is the IP address of this machine. Is 192.168.220.128. okay, now these two machines are in the same network, then only I'm able to communicate with each other. Getting a point? So first of all you need to check if this IP address 192.168.220.128 match with your Kali Linux operating system IP address or not, like both are in the same range. I will let you know how to do that. ifconfig. So here you can see when I type ifconfig, on the top of it I will see, here you can see 192.168.220. so that should be similar with the Metaexploitable 2. Here you can see 192.168.220.128. so in the last octet can be a different. Okay, so right now here you can see 192.168.220.139 is my Kali Linux IP address. So in this way you can just check. Okay, although I will explain this this particular IP configuration in my installation video. Comment down, write down in the comment section. I will create another video, separate video, how to set up a hacking lab for your network testing. Getting a point? So first of all, just type clear clear command, so that will remove the entire output which is present on our terminal. Now we need to use the Nmap. Okay, in the last command we have seen some default commands that we generally use in the industry, as well as I've also tell you about I've also inform you that which command that we are using into the industry. Okay, so right now we are going step by step, one by one. I will take all the options. Okay, I will be opening 2 windows so that it will be much easier for you to by one window we can see the commands, okay, that we need to experiment, and on another window we need to experiment all those commands. So just type nmap space -h. In order to use any tool, just see the help so that you can see how many commands are there, and try to utilize all of them, but not at once. You have to apply all the commands, but yeah, for a first command, like I will show you how you can experiment with the new tool that you are going to use for a network testing. Okay, first of all, follow these steps, and then only once you become expert or gain some knowledge about that tool, then you go with the running commands with the multiple commands at the same time. Okay, when I type -h, so here you can see I will see multiple commands. On the top of it, first of all, go with the host discovery part. Okay, so here you can see yes, so here you can see, first of all, nmap we need to define. In the end we need to specify the target. Target can be an IP address, domain, and anything. So let's start with the ping scan first of all. So here you can see in a host discovery, either first of all you can just specify the list target to scan. So right now we do not have any list, we have only a single target. So in that situation, what we need to do, -sn, okay, ping scan disable port scan. So when we use this command, it's basically for the host discovery. It will not do the port scanning part. Remember one thing, when you are trying to run any command, always see what it's trying to say. Okay, so right now -sn means it's just ping that system and just see if the system is live or not. It's basically this command we generally use when you use to scan a big network. In that situation, maybe might be possible there are 200 IP addresses are there. Out of 200, how many systems are live? First of all, we need to check. So pinging each and every system, it's a very big task by using a command line. Okay, so what we can do, we can just type nmap space -sn. Here I will just type nmap -sn. Okay, then after that you can specify the entire range. So 192.168.220. Then after that you can specify 0/24. When you specify 0 is basically network ID. Okay, so when you are trying to scan your any network, so just take the first 3 block and then in the end just type 0, which represents the entire network. And when you say 24, it's your subnet mask. By default representation of your subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. When we convert this 255 into a binary code, binary value, okay, so in that situation you will see 1111, like in each octet there will be 8 bits, so total 888 in place of 255. If you wanted to get more information about how to convert this decimal to binary, do let me know. I will create a separate video for it. Okay, so right now for the 3 blocks, 888 is 24, and in the last one we have a 0, so it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so right now we are taking 24. Okay, it's a by default subnet mask of a class C address. See, right now you are able to understand. In order to do a network testing, first of all you have to clear your basics of a networking as well. If you have any doubt and if your basics are not clear, do let me know. I will create a separate video on a networking part only. Getting your point? When I press enter, so here you can see now the command started, and it shows that, see, within a second we are able to scan how many IP addresses are live within my entire network. In my entire network there will be a 254 systems. Okay, in 254 systems 3 IP addresses is up only. And now you can see now you can compare the different now you can do the comparison between different tools. When you use an nmap and when you use a normal command line ping tool, by using that, if you have to specify each and every IP address and then again you have to ping it, it takes longer time. By using this nmap, it is much easier. So right now here you can see we have a 3 IP address, which is here you can see. So these IP addresses are right now live systems. So now we have to perform any task on these IP address. Okay, now here you can see, let's suppose might be possible this particular IP address do not give me any response, and it is right now live. I know it. Okay, so in that situation you have to specify -pn command. It's basically for the port scanning. When you use a nmap with the default IP address, it will generally do an port scanning. But might be possible if this command doesn't work, like when I type nmap space then IP address and press enter, it will give me the open ports. These are the open ports, and these are the services that is running, FTP, SMTP, whatever it is. But might be possible this IP address this IP address contains a firewall, or maybe you are behind the this IP address is behind the firewall. So in that situation, when you tries to check for open ports, it will not allow. In that situation, just specify -pn command. But remember one thing, from the industry point of view, in the industry we generally used to disable the ping on a live server. So when you are going to scan an entire range, do not use -pn, otherwise it will take longer time. Out of 250 systems, approximately 50 system is live and 200 system is down. So when you use -pn command in the entire range, it will start scanning those 200 IP addresses as well, and it will increase the time period of your scanning. So remember one thing, use -pn command for those systems for which you are sure that these systems are live. Getting a point? Okay, so when I press enter, so automatically it will show me the results. Okay, right now we do not have any firewall, that's why it's directly display the results. If we have a firewall, then also when we use -pn, it will give you the good result. Okay, now after that, when you go into the scanning part, so scanning is a very important thing, just because in order to attack any network or any server, you need to identify if the system is live or not, if that system ports are open or not. In order to do that, this is a very first step that you will be doing. So in that situation, we have created a multiple type of a scan. So here you can see these are the different type of a scan. Okay, here you can see TCP sync. So capital P and small capital S, then acknowledgement scan -a, then UDP scan. Here you can see PU, then we have another scans also. Okay, so these like we can create a separate video on these different type of a scan, just because when we use these scans, so before that we need to understand about the different type of flags that we are having in our system. Okay, that we generally exchange during our communication. In order to understand the flag, then only like when you understand the flag, then only you can understand these type of a different scanning method, because in these scanning methods we are changing the flag, we are getting the different responses. Based on that, we are trying to figure it out if that port is open or not. Okay, if you write down in the comment section, Taban, please create a video on flags and as well as different type of a port scanning. I will create a separate video of it. Okay, now in the below, when you go down, here you can see scan techniques. So here you can see many different type of scannings are also there. If you wanted to scan a UDP port, so you can specify -p and then specify the port number, but for that you have to specify small s capital U, that is specify that it's a UDP scan. So we have two different protocols, one is a TCP, another one is a UDP. So for UDP, if you wanted to scan, so you have to specify small s capital U. Okay, so now here you can see these all are the scanning techniques that we generally uses during our scan. Here you can see the port is important one, just because initially a port scanning is an important part. So what you can do, just type, let me clear the screen, Nmap, then 192.168.220.128. in the starting, just specify tool name space, then target specification, and then in the end you can specify all your commands. Okay, then 21, 22, 22, 21, press enter. So here you can see it shows 21 is open. So in this way you can specify the port number. Okay, same thing what you can do, you can specify with the target specification as well. You can also 120.150 -p, sorry, -p and 21. So it will run a scan in the entire range. Okay, so here you can see these two, one on this, another one on this. Okay, so here you can see total 2 IP address contains an open ports. So in this way, I have in this video we have discussed, like first of all, specifying a target. Okay, it can be the range, it can be the entire network, or it can be a single system. Okay, so these three things we have learned. Like if you wanted to run a scan in against of a single target, that you can do it. If you wanted to run a scan for an entire network, that also you can do it by specifying the subnet mask /24 and 0. Then after that, if you wanted to specify a range, then also you can do it. This is the command. After that, we have discussed, like if you wanted to specify a port number, so in this way you can specify the port number as well. Okay, and after that if you want to specify a range of an IP port number, then that also you can do it by just specifying 21 to 100. Especially what you can do, you can just specify the well-known ports is 1024. sorry, 1024. Okay, 1 to 1024 is a well-known official ports. Okay, on that we can get multiple services. So initially you can scan for these particular port numbers. So here you can see. So in this way you can specify the ports. Okay, got it. Or if you wanted to specify some, you know, specific port number, then you can specify, you can separate each port by including a comma as well. So in this way you can specify the port. Now here you can see we have an option to exclude a port also. Sometime might be possible the company won't allow you to scan a specific port number. Might be possible some services are running on it, and when you run a scan, it may hamper their you know, services. So in that situation, you can also exclude some port. Let's suppose double hyphen exclude exclude hyphen ports. Then you can specify the range. Sorry. Do not need to, you know, you do not need to learn these commands. By just seeing it, you can just type it. Just because when you start, you know, learning different tools, so it's not easier for you to learn all the commands, but you need to understand, you need to know how to use these commands. That's really very much important. If you do not know what is exclude port, then you cannot use it. And if I do not know the format of how to type a exclude hyphen ports or exclude ports, then also it's okay, just because by typing a hyphen h I can see that as well. Okay, so here you can see I will specify the range. Out of that 20 to 30. Okay, so in this way we can do that. Press enter. So it is excluded. Here you can see in between of it. So 20 to 30, between the port number 20 to 30 we have excluded. Just that's why the port 21 is not there, 23 is not there. Okay, so in this way you can exclude the port as well. Are you able to see this? And sometime might be possible there will be a huge range and you need to scan the ports as fast as possible. So what you can do, you can specify this one, hyphen f. It's a fast mode. In fast mode, basically what we are trying to do, we are trying to scan the well-known ports only. Press enter. Here you can see these are the fast well-known ports. Okay, so in this way you can specify that. Even you can specify the range as well. Here you can see scan port. Okay, this was something, don't randomize, it's for the sequence. Okay, so in this way we can run the scan, we can run the port scanning. And the port scan is very much important in order to access into the system. First of all, you should know how many ports are open on that particular system. Then only you can get into it and you can check for open services. So this is one of the most important part. Here you need to spend a lot of time in order to, you know, run multiple tools, different techniques, right? Slowly we will increase the level so that you can see like if there will be any hurdle within the industry when you're trying to scan any ports, so you will be able to face that hurdle and you will be able to pass it by using some different techniques. Okay, I hope you like this video, and if you comment down for any other topics related to this particular network testing only, I will definitely create a video on it. And please don't forget to hit a subscribe button, just because we are uploading few more videos on it as soon as possible. Okay, approximately 2 or 3 videos within a week we will definitely try to post it on this particular channel. So keep learning from our channel and keep sharing with your friends as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Shabak.